this is gonna blow your socks off. It's like video shows British troops firing at Jeremy Corbyn post. Let's have a look. Come on, play, little bitch. Come on, you little bitch, play. Come on. Play, come on, play. Why is this not playing? Ugh, what a whack. Absolute whackery. Right, there we go. I like this here. Happy with that. Now, admittedly, I mean, what can we gather from that kind of thing? I mean, off the bat, like, you know, what can a man say about such things? I mean, the armed forces can do what, you know, they can do that, it's fine, but I don't think you should be videoing it and putting it out there, you know? Keep that in a WhatsApp group or something, because, you know, you work for the government and this is the opposition party and you're there shooting at them, you know, kind of sort of looks like something, you know, a wacky country that, you know, like, you know, the armed forces shooting at an opposition party leader, probably not a wise thing to do. It's just regular people, you know. You've seen people like, you know, put something on a dartboard and throw darts at it or something. That's a standard thing, you know. But that's like regular folks. I mean, if that was, see the scenario, say it was like a farmer and they had a gun and they were shooting a picture of Jeremy Corbyn, it might come across as, I think they'd probably get investigated, to be honest. They probably would. Knowing how things are in the UK, like, probably would go, oh, well, we have to look into this. This person might be Travis Bickle type. But on the other hand, Jeremy Corbyn, who has his mad lunatic supporters there going, no more war, no more war. You know, he's not exactly been very supportive of the armed forces, has he? And whatever you think about the armed forces, I ain't going to go into my opinions on the armed forces and shit. But they're there because they believe that they are defending the country, you know, and defending its people, essentially. And that's essentially what an army, we're told what an army does. I mean, what an army actually does, I mean, there's different levels of what armies do. If you look at history, you know, I mean, armies were there to protect, but armies were also there to, you know, help conquest. It was all about getting paid, you know. Whoever had the biggest bank had the best army, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't always about protecting. But in more recent times, it's definitely what it's about. You know what I mean? I mean, soldiers out in Northern Ireland were there to protect, essentially. You know, keep the peace by shooting people and shit. You know, that's the way it goes. And, you know, you've got Jeremy Corbyn there. He's very... For someone who wants to be Prime Minister, he doesn't seem to like, and his supporters just don't seem to like Britain much. Which is kind of a weird thing to... kind of a weird stance to have if you want to be a Prime Minister, isn't it? Saying, I don't really like the Queen. I don't really like the army. I'm not particularly proud of what British things, British achievements, you know. I'm really proud of the, you know, the history of democracy and liberalism in Britain. No, I like Venezuela and Russia. strange. Isn't it bizarre how for years, for 2 years or so, you know, trying to make out that Donald Trump is, you know, a Russian fucking stooge, and but no one's looked at Jeremy Corbyn, who openly praises Russia so much that they, you know, then it's like with that hat. Remember they said that they said the BBC had made his hat look more like a Russian communist hat or something, but it turned out that yes, the image had been altered, but it had been altered by Momentum as a sort of double whammy. So the BBC had used it so then they could accuse them of doing it. Like, that's some Russian shit. But it's weird how, like, for a man that loves Russia so much, why he would be upset about having a big Russian hat. You know, I mean, well, where's the problem with Jeremy Corbyn and his love of Russia? Even after the fucking Salisbury shit, he was talking like a fucking conspiracy theorist, going, "Well, are you sure it was you? Sure it wasn't you, Theresa?" Like, you know, this guy, if he gets into power, I guess he'll be sucking Putin's dick, and he'll be sucking is it Xiao Ping? Is it Xiao Ping? Is he the Chinese head? Xiao Ping? Whoever. He'd be sucking his dick too. I mean, he would literally be a stooge for Russia because he loves it. I know it's not a communist country no more, but they haven't let go of a lot of the best bits, have they? You know, the best bits: suppression of the media and murder. You know, they haven't got rid of it. They still like all that, don't they? Now, one of my old tutors shared this and going, well, this epitomizes how disgraceful and how stupid our country has become. It's like, it's just some soldiers shooting at a guy that doesn't really applaud them. You know, they wouldn't want to serve. They just make a statement, we don't really want to serve this guy. You know, it's fucking hilarious. They're shooting at him. They're shooting at a picture of him. I mean, yeah, it's not wise to put it online because you do, like I said, you know, he's an opposition party leader. It's not very wise. Am I offended by it? No, I think it's fucking hilarious. They should have bazookaed him at the fucking end. That's what I would have done. Pop, 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 pop. Then bust out the, was it there? Is it MR-15s, AR-15s? Is that what they have in the British Army? Is it AR-15? Anyway, the machine gun, and they're going, drawing a fucking smiley face and a fucking hammer and sickle on his forehead, and then just bust out the big cannon, you know. And then boom, just blown it to shit. And then pooed on the ashes. Just drop a squat on it. You know? All they're doing is shooting on it. I would have taken a shit. In fact, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to take a shit on his face. Alright? I'm going to shit on his face. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shit on his face. That's what I do. Right. So the Ministry of Defence has launched an urgent investigation after a video emerged via social media that shows members of the Parachute Regiment firing a poster of Jeremy Corbyn at a target range in Kabul. Man, they're out in Kabul, you know. They're not having a super chill time. I think this is the last concern you should have when you're out in Kabul. I mean, these are motherfuckers who've seen some horrible, horrendous shit, fighting a pointless war, that an endless, non-going, just no one knows who's fighting who. It's fucking mental out there. This is the last. Would you give a shit? No. MOD insiders said that they believe the video had the caption "happy with that" was genuine, but inquiries were taking place to establish why an image of the Labour leader studded with bullet marks was used. Because they don't like him. It's a statement. So Corbyn said, "I'm shocked, obviously, that this sort of thing has happened. I hope the Ministry of Defence will conduct an inquiry into it and find out what was going on and who did that." That's right. Referring to the current hostile atmosphere in British politics, Labour leader said, yes, people have disagreements, and yes, people have divisions. Conduct those divisions and disagreements in a respectful way. Don't descend into something ugly and violent. Jeremy doesn't like violence. Do you know why he doesn't like violence? Because he's not a real man. All real men love violence. I like violence, and I'm a massive pussy. You know? We love it. Get used to it. We like it. We enjoy it. It's fun. Violence can be fun. You know? It's a good laugh. Yeah? Right? Grow a pair. Right. Liverpool's defence spokeswoman, Griffith, wrote to her opposite number, Gavin Williamson, asking him to condemn the footage immediately, which she said came at a time when the MPs face an unprecedented level of threat to their personal safety. Oh, really? You know, we don't have enough nutters to take out MPs. You know. I don't think anyone cares enough. Williamson did not reply immediately, but instead tweeted, I commend the prompt and clear leadership shown by the army in investigating this troubling video. Yeah, he called the spin doctor on that one. That's what you got to say. That's what you would say. These are politicians. What do you expect from them? It's bizarre, isn't it? Ally said he would wait until the investigation concluded before commenting further. I like the way he's called Allies. It's a funny name when you're in the army. Labour sources highlight... Is that the army guy? Totally lost interest. Labour sources highlight that Corbyn and other Labour figures have been targeted in recent weeks and months, while the party pressure group Momentum said it reflected the radicalising effect of the right-wing press. The right-wing press is high. Right, yeah. Says a bunch of radicals. I don't know if you've noticed, Momentum and everyone else, that the majority of media in the press is extremely left-wing. It's just the only two profitable newspapers left are both right-wing. It's just the thing. Like the Sun, and like right-wing people don't even read. I worked in an office that was extremely left-wing, right? But loads of people read the Sun. Loads of black people as well, like black people in that office, always reading the Sun. I was like, why are you reading that? It's fucking trash. But that's what people read because it's easy. I guess it's because it's easy. Because I gotta face it, most people that ended up working in that office weren't doing very well with their life, and I blame, so they weren't fucking. They definitely weren't. They weren't great readers. It's easy to. The Sun is so easy. It's like just a sentence. It's like 5-word sentences. Like then this happened, and this happened, and this. Bastards and stuff like that, and saying, what a disgrace, deviants, the usual fucking shit. It's weird, but only left-wing people, you won't get a right-wing person reading The Guardian. And you get left-wing people reading the fucking Daily Mail, just because it's a right-wing press. So many people get their gossip and shit from the Mail online. So that's what it is. And because the Mail does all these campaigns, and the Sun always does campaigns. The Sun are the ones who, was it the Sun or was it the Daily? No, it's the Daily Mail who are the ones who came out said, Stephen Lawrence's murderers. They're the ones who named and shamed them when a judge had specifically said not to. So they went against law and said, we're going to name them. Fuck them. These are the people that did it. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing they do. They're very clever at attracting. I hate to say it was a cynical way to get more readership, but those two papers are read by all kinds of people. You'd be surprised. The Sun is, you just forget the Sun is right wing most of the time. Daily Mail you can't, but they're popular because no one really cares about the way it's slanted. It's just the information, really. Most of the time, except the opinion pieces, obviously. But so, but the rest of the media is just. Oh, where's that bloody lid gone, man? Shit, that's it. Oh no, I'm back. But the rest of the media is fucking. The rest of the media is extremely left wing. It's been infiltrated by Bolsheviks. Is that what they're called? Cunts. Do you know what I mean? Fucking Momentum. Brexit supporter who hit Corbyn, assaulting him outside a mosque in North London, was jailed for 28 days. Someone hit Jeremy Corbyn outside a mosque. I didn't hear about that. Why didn't I hear about that? The blue shade of the guns in the video identifies them as simulation weapons, which are commonly used in target practice. They fire a hardened pellet. So 10 times harder than you would... Are they trying to, work out what caliber is to see how threatening it is of shooting a picture? Doesn't matter if it's guns or paint. If it'd been a paintball gun, that's the weird thing. If it was paintball guns, it'd be different because it's real guns. But the army got real guns and they taken shooting practice, so why not? I don't know. Are they going to quibble about how much the bullets cost the taxpayer? Theresa May spokesman said, this is clearly unacceptable. The MOD are now conducting a full investigation. You know, I hope they don't... I hope they just give them a telling off. You know, and not go too far with this one. Corbyn met with May on Wednesday afternoon for talks about solving the Brexit impasse. God, can you imagine what that means? Like, it'd be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Like two douchebags. Yeah, like two retards trying to open a packet of crisps. It is not the first time soldiers have been embroiled in a political row in recent months. An investigation was conducted in the autumn after Tommy Robinson, the far-right activist, posted an image of himself surrounded by a group of grinning trainee soldiers. It's like, you know, soldiers are allowed to like what they like, aren't they? Jesus, you know. But most of the time we're fighting Islam. This guy doesn't like Islam. I mean, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know. Former British soldier Trevor Cole, who was among those who circulated the Corbyn target video, later claimed it was fake. Colt, who has written about the experience of Afghanistan, shared a video on Twitter with the message, "Not looking good for a Labour leader." After it prompted criticism, he claimed the video had been photoshopped. You don't Photoshop videos, does it? But yeah, you could fake that video. You could. I mean, it's not difficult. But do you know what? Probably Momentum made it. I wouldn't be surprised. They're like a fucking propaganda machine, man. Like, you know, they're the ones who read the fucking, you know, who read the guidebooks. 10 ways to great propaganda. You know, I'm putting it on them. I reckon they made it. Shame it wasn't him in person, said one post under the username ex-colonial under an bad grammar, long online thread criticising the Labour leader. Another said, "It's just squaddies doing what squaddies do, nothing new. The only difference now it gets filmed and posted on social media." That's probably a fair point. You know, it's not exactly the most super chill job in the world, is it? You got to unwind somehow. I mean, you know, under the post, so the person, my old tutor, who shared the thing, not this article, but like the post about the video. Someone wrote, "Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn for PM. Wait until he's Prime Minister or something." And then someone wrote under it, "No more war, no more jobs." But the point is, you're like, and then he went on. Then the other guy went around going, "Yeah, well, it's gonna help the North and blah, 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 blah." It's like, look, all right, I get it. I get why there's a whole, you know, generation, my generation, and younger ones, and you know, who think that Jeremy Corbyn and this and socialism is such a wonderful idea, even though it's pants. Capitalism works. It's been working for hundreds of years. Yeah, like literacy rates. Like just look at all the great things that happened under it. And people are like, but capitalism is evil. Colonialism, people died. It's like, that's because it was a different time. Like, the world was a wacky place for a very long time. This period of time is so fucking short that we've been in this period of time. Like, post Second World War, it is very different. People don't go much. Well, some people still go much in the country, but generally, you know, in the Western world, a lot of parts of the world, people don't go conquering on conquest anymore. You could argue that, you know, America does it with just a new kind of style. They're definitely very culturally overpowering across the world. But, you know, which is kind of what, like, imperialists do, I suppose. But it's a very different time, you know, about capitalism. You know, slavery's gone. Well, obviously, you know, there's slaves, still slavery. It's weird that there's still slavery now. But, you know, but that's in bonkers countries that we don't care about anyway, so who gives a fuck? You know, but, like, capitalism done way more great than it ever did wrong. That's a fucking fact. So just get over it. Before capitalism, you were stuck in the mud. You're a peasant. Most of you be fucking peasants, covered in poo, being laughed at by the rich, the landowners. The only way you could get what you needed is if you fucking use violence. You know what I mean? That's how it was. Communism has never worked. And it's just inherently stupid. Because you've got a whole generation who think that they aren't getting enough. That they're not given what they're promised. I don't know who promised you all this shit. Like it's like, oh, we're underprivileged. We don't have what we deserve. Like, what the fuck do you deserve? What exactly is it you think you deserve? I used to think that way, and then I grew up. And why have you got someone like Jeremy Corbyn, who's fucking probably a granddad, thinking like a fucking child? Why have you got people with... It's very disturbing that there's people with grey hair who are communists. I find that embarrassing as a human being. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. It's what little kids and idiots believe. You ain't owed shit, right? Because do you think you'll ever be satisfied? Do you think if everything's the same, are you going to be suddenly... Everyone's going to be suddenly satisfied when everyone's exactly equal? There's going to be no jealousy. There's going to be no wanting more. Because once you've got everything, well, what's there to do? Just die? Where's the strive for more? Where's the incentive for more? No, you won't be fucking satisfied. And you ain't owed shit. Because you look at my mum's generation, it's a boomer generation. Right? And these people own houses. But the generation before didn't own fucking houses. My grandparents rented. And they were very well-to-do middle-class people. And they rented. They never owned a house. It's only my mum's generation that fucking own houses. Do you see what I'm saying? Back in the day, you used to have three generations living in one fucking house. You know, grandma and grandpa were in the attic, fucking because they stink. Mum and pops and all the shitty little kids downstairs. You had outdoor toilets. You know, these people, like my mum's generation, were on rations for 10 years or so. My mum told me stories of the 50s when she ate her first Bounty bar, the first time she ate a banana. Because of fucking rationing. Like, you have no idea. And they didn't ask for shit. They were like, oh, we want more, we deserve this. No. They knew what hardship was, and they knew what it was like, so therefore, they were just better at doing it, and then they worked hard. You got a whole generation saying, oh, we should have a house. We can't buy a house. It's like, pfft. And there's only a couple of generations that bought houses. Like, en masse. You see what I'm saying? You ain't owed shit, bro. What the fuck are you owed? You owe it to yourself. That's it. So go get it. That's what I'm doing. Fucking go get it. I'm balling. I'm balling, bitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's you ain't owed shit. And even if you get it, you still won't be fucking satisfied. Got a whole generation, and then to be sold this lunacy idea of like for full equality. It doesn't exist. It's a fucking fantasy that doesn't think about the human mind. And all it leads to is suppression. All it leads to is authoritarianism. That's all it ever leads to. People, like, there's always someone at the fucking top telling you what to fucking do. You want the government to take care of everything? You want the government to own everything? You want the government to own your fucking mind? Because you listen to these people, they just say the same shit. It's written off a fucking hymn sheet. It's like blah, 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 blah. They're fucking zombies. They're zombified lunatics. Like, it's taken me a long time to see it all. Like, I flirted with it because I used to have a fucking shit job. And it's as soon as someone comes along and says, oh, you can have something, you know, everyone should get the same. No, they shouldn't. You absolute lunacy. It's lunacy. You ain't owed shit. I ain't owed shit, but I'm getting shit. Right? And it's fucking hard work. Fucking, honestly, it pisses me right off. You just want everything to be taken care of. No responsibility, no nothing. Oh, the government will sort it out. Right? Fucking come out here and walk around the streets for a bit and see what's going on. When you ain't working, you're in the fucking gutter. I've seen a man with no legs dragging himself along with his fucking teeth. There ain't no safety net. So everyone working out here. Everyone working whichever way. You've got everything. You have nothing, literally nothing to worry about. Have a baby you don't want, you fucking kill it. Don't have a job, you get some fucking money. You're an invalid, you get money and support. Free help, like, you got what you need. Like, you literally got what you need. If you want more. Well, it's a spoiled generation. The majority of them, this is the thing. It's a socialist party. It used to be for the workers. It ain't for the working class. It despises the working class. It's literally for the jobless and the upper middle class. It makes no fucking sense. And celebrities. That's who it represents. Everyone else doesn't matter to them. It's so obvious. You just look at it, it's like, look at the people who support this shit. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen such a bunch of retarded motherfuckers. Like, it's insane. What the fuck are you gonna get? He ain't gonna give you shit. Jesus Christ. It blows my mind. Everyone's quite happy brainwashed. So, you know, I'm not an opinionated person. You ain't owed shit. You ain't owed nothing. Oh, we should all have a house. Why? Why should you all be able to buy a house? You know how you're going to buy a house? How much does your fucking phone cost? I've met people who bought fucking a 3-year-old an iPad. That's like over $1,000. And that's why you can't buy a fucking house. Because you're stupid. You're stupid with money. What are you doing? See, this is a fucking Primark t-shirt, you idiot. What are you doing? These are expensive because this is for work. Do you understand? This is expensive because it's for fucking work and it generates more. You fucking giving a 3-year-old an iPad. Are you out your fucking mind? These lunatics. Look at what you spend your money on. You want uber fucking, you want some utopian socialist fucking paradise, and yet you are completely seduced by consumerism and massive corporations. You love massive corporations and massive all-governing governments. And you want everything to be nationalised. You're not even thinking. It's like you can't even think properly. You're confused. You are very confused. And you confuse me. But the worst is, you've totally confused yourself. So, fuck Jeremy Corbyn. And fuck you for supporting him. You should be embarrassed. Like, you should be absolutely embarrassed. But I guess the problem is that the people in power right now are completely clueless too. They're all totally out of touch. They're all fucking useless. But the weird thing is, we have a fucking useless government in the UK. But he'd be even more useless and far worse and way more tyrannical. So just think, I mean, it beggars fucking belief. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like replacing Suge Knight with Genghis Khan right now. Anyway, that's a little rant over.